So in your years of songwriting and performing, have you any sort of tips or pitfalls to avoid from the songwriting process, or even just the performing process? Or
well, these days, as we mentioned earlier, there's quite a few people trying to make it, and it's not easy. It seems to me that you can strike lucky, though I wouldn't be negative in the sense that you can always set up a little studio in your room, or you can put something out online, and you know that you've seen this happen, I'm sure, and you've heard it happen, where things can go viral. You can do something in a very small way which really touches the imagination. I've not tried that particular approach, and I guess if you're going to send a demo off to somebody, it's really got to be almost like just like the finished product, really. In the early days, in my days, you could do something on a reel-to-reel tape recorder or on a cassette or something, and you could send it off, and sometimes you might strike lucky. But with social media and things like that,
artists getting those few that do get signed to the major labels these days, they want the finished product. They want the finished album. Effectively, they want a huge following already established and a market therefore for the album, and then they might sign you. So it's a different world. But as Lisa was alluding to, and again, check out Lisa's interview earlier in the year where she was imparting her tips about record plugging and stuff like that, which is her business. So it's amazing. But
absolutely.
What about the songwriting process, though? Any sort of things? Tips and pitfalls from songwriting. It's
I would love to be able to say I could say to somebody a quick and easy tip, other than listening to loads. I mean, there's no doubt listening to lots of other people is really good. Somebody who moves you, and if they do so, then try, without obviously copying them, try and write something with that flavour, with that emotion. Try and obviously the majority of songs are love songs. It's trying to look at a song from as new a perspective as you can, like a love song. Give it your own meaning, give it your own feeling, and just keep. Even if you just switch on a microphone and just sit there with a guitar, keyboard, and just sing what comes into your head. That may sound a bit weird, but just keep going. Get a nice quiet room somewhere. Just speak, sing words that come into your head. Try chords with them, and or sit there with a pad of paper writing anything that comes into your head. I wrote Fairy Tale that way, Roger Whittaker song. I wanted to get up and do a song about a fairy tale, and I wrote, to be honest with you, it was a load of jobberwock, to be honest. But I just kept writing, and then I gradually realised that I could rescue from the page some words that actually started to come together. And then I was on my way. Then at the sort of, it became tangible, and I was starting to link words together. And that's how that song happened.
We had a guest, I don't know, it's a year and a half ago now. Time just flies. From Brian Houston from Belfast came in to do a song and ended up staying for an hour and a half and doing a whole session and interview. And I remember him saying, write it down, because if you don't write it down, the moment is lost and it's gone. You forget about it. And whereas if you do exactly what you said, which is write it down, write, then from that you can pick out the treasures and the jewels, can't you? So.
You really can. Little voice recorders, stuff, your mobile phone, anything. Just if you're sitting there, if you're walking through the countryside, anywhere, and just get the phone out, speak a line of a song, sing a few bars. I believe, I'm not sure on this, but this song, You Raise Me Up, I got a feeling it was, could be totally wrong, sung into a little voice recorder or something like that. To get the idea of the song going, but that's maybe.
I suppose the voice recorder and the mobile phone technology stuff these days is a modern version of the notepad, isn't it? Although a notepad obviously has its place too.
Yes, certainly.
We shall have another one from you in just a moment. Let's have this first.
Leatherhead's community radio station. is Surrey Hills Radio.
And of course the fabulous Hedley Kay. So Hedley, you do some rock and roll covers and you think,
yeah, it's great.
It's
stuff.
all good. All music is good, isn't it? Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Chris. I went to Jersey and Guernsey. I could do the Channel Islands. I call it my world tour of the Channel Islands.
It has a Channel Islands tour, folks, every year.
And sometimes I'll just sit down on the seafront and with the radio on, listening to Radio 1 and taking all this stuff in that I don't actually get to sing really, but just hearing what's going around. I don't want to not be part of it, you know. It's so exciting.
But if you know Hedley like I do, you only have to play him a song once on a CD or a cassette or something, and he's pretty much, he can pick it up instantly because he's got that ear. I don't know, he's not classical trained, he can't read music that well, but he can just play him something and he'll play it back to you. It's kind of shocking, really, but fantastic.
It's great fun, and I love listening to different styles, and I love rap. I could never do it to save my life, but I just admire and enjoy really good rap.
It's very clever, isn't it? In fact, the artist we played first, and I might end up playing last as well, Peter Crutchfield from Farnham, he had a song in the making called something like "There Aren't Many Rappers in Surrey." So, we shall see anyway.